Ready to take it? Yeah. And how do you get the next step? No, directly. Then after that, you cut. Like, you take it like that. Okay. Okay. Very stupid. You can education. I go through a brief intro with the Buddha, Dharma, and Invoking. By the merit of the teachings of the Dharma, may I achieve Buddhahood for the sake of all good. So, before we start the new subject in this year, I'd like to complete our previous subject, right? So, the Janet asked me like the settlement practice, like you want to show the settlement practice how to do it, right? I don't know, it means you want to speak or you want to understand more. That I don't know. I prefer here to talk more rather than show you, right? See here in settlement practice the prostration offering you can see, right? And then the person teaching we do here right now, we do, right? We do. So always we beginning teaching we do this, as you can see, right? And recruiting staying long life, therefore we have special long-last 10-minute prayer. Sometime if you do, you can see that. And rejoicing, dedication, and yes, purification also, there are something you can see, but we can't do it right here, right? Right now, only I can show you that prostration and offering. So that's mostly you know that, right? So therefore, I prefer that talk more. And also choose the one praying things which you can use daily practice every day, right? Certain practice with some deities or some lamas, which is meaningful, which is create a lot of merit, right? And if we take like a two more class today I'm going to finish whole verses off. Then next coming Tuesday, I will tell you some other activities with this practice, like some other meditations. Okay. Then final, the last one is I will talk to how to open mandala, how to use the mandala. As we have seen, right? How to use as I need to talk, and then you can finish this, complete this previous subject. Okay, so here called Guru Yoga of Kushida, there was what he said, the Guru Yoga of Tsongkhapa. Okay. Dhargye, which is in Tibet, right? You found the book, then after the page, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's one. Right? It's a Guru Yoga of Tsongkhapa. Guru Yoga of Tsongkhapa, right? After the page, yeah. It's not there. Oh, Found it? Right? This text, Dhargye, we say it's Dhargye, and the translate, just direct translate, literally translate is the same here, the Guru Yoga of Kushida Deva, right? No. But the meaning here, the Guru Yoga of Kushida. So, before I start this subject, I like to compose this text, and it comes from where, and why we chose the Guru Yoga with the 7-minute practice, right? We can do 7-minute practice with the Tara, we can do 7-minute practice with the other deities, and also Buddha. So we chose here Guru. 7-minute practice with the Guru. Guru means the teacher, master, right? The Guru is a Sanskrit language. It is teacher, right? Yeah, Guru, the right translate, it's saying heavy, right? Light and heavy. So it's a heavy. What it means like a heavy by knowledge, heavy by the organization. That's the guru that means that. Right? The guru is direct conflict. You do need to have and then meaning is the master and teacher. Okay? So it's not clear. I have a that Edmund. Right? Okay. Here, master guru is very important for like for the Buddhist practitioner, right? Okay, you might read the Lama at the beginning of Lama, they explain the purification, right? The law of video there. So it's showing how important it is in real life, teacher and master in real life, right? And it's necessary to have guru. And also not just having a guru, just once you have guru and how to engage practice with the guru. It talks a lot in Lama. So here we never taught on that, right? So I think sometimes we will talk on that. Here briefly, the guru is important because let's say even things that you can see it, you can hear it, when you're learning things that you can see it, still you need some guidance and teacher to show do this that, right? Like even fix a school, right? So if we have some professional guidance, it makes very easy. So even if we can see things that we need a teacher, then it's saying, of course we need a teacher things that we should never see before, like a path, practice, like we never seen, we never been there, right? So completely blind for us, completely blocked, right? Blind. Then how we understand without you? So people might say, okay, I can read it, right? So but do you think that book will be teach you completely, all error and perfectly, right? That's the question. So therefore, we must need a guru in our life. So now that's the important because we engage in practice that we never understand, we never do. So unfortunately, it was necessary. And the special tantric practice, guru is most important. Teacher, guru is most important. Sometimes it talks in Buddhist text referred to the tantric. Without guru, even you understand how to do this practice. The result will not get the result. Yeah, that keeps talk on that. And yeah. So I think recommended you read Lama at the beginning, right? So let's talk on that. and then sometime in the future we can talk about that. Yeah, whether we agree or not, whether we accept or not, a previous practitioner, serious practitioner, who composed a lot of books which we use in library. These practitioners are everything very much emphasize on engaging in them. So, and they keep talking about very simple, right? The serious practitioner and to achieve their higher education. So we can learn from them. So if they too much emphasize on that, if they talk now, then why not we investigate that, right? Yeah, I'll tell you, even the Hinduism, in their religions also, the guru is very important. For example, the Mahabharata. If you ever heard that Mahabharata, they have a long story, maybe the Indian religions. The one guy is called Arjun. He's very professional to work for arrow. Archer, yeah. And his teacher, the promise that only teach to him the more secret things, right? And when other boys come and request to their teacher, please teach me how to do this, use the arrow. I become a archer. So then that teacher taught to him. But still, he accepts that book guys is good. Whether that guru agree or not, in his mind, he decided, okay, this is my guru. Whether he agree or not. But what he did is, training and practice in the forest, and his guru is not in front of him. Therefore, he built one statue of that master. And you always respect before we start and after finish, respect them, this statue, and you keep practice. So, and yeah, one day you become very professional. Let's say one day that guru Arjun, the old king families, goes on that forest, and they have one dog. The dog keeps barking, right? So then that guy who learning himself, right? He feels that disturbed with him, that dog barking, and then he shoots the arrow like a same time, like a 10 arrow, putting it the dog's mouth. So only the provisioner can do. That comes from Hindus story. Okay. Then they're surprised. The Arjun and their master are surprised. Same time, like a 10 arrow, putting the dog's mouth, that they shutting up, right? And then asked him how you learned that. So then it's learn myself as you, and accept you as my guru, and I'm always respect you. So this is showing they agree that the power of guru, right? Power of that he feel that he has to do. So then he's very devoted to that, right? That guru, and the guru don't want to break his permissions, his promise. And then that guru tells the son, okay, if you really, I'm a guru, and you have to give me whatever I want. Then son said, okay, no problem, I'll give to you. And he said, okay, give me your right hand thumb. then he can work. I can write him some. That's story. Even in the Hindu religions, how important the guru is. That comes more from story, and even the logically we can think teacher and guru how important, right? So okay, that I'm not talking to today. So you just read Lamin and you can know teacher. So now here, the guru, this guru is like a Lama Tsongkhapa. If we send the picture, you saw that in the you saw that, right? Lama Tsongkhapa is the founder of our lineage, and we always accept he is guru of our lineage to us, right? And the specific depth, Guru Yoga with the Lama Tsongkhapa, actually it mainly comes from Manjushri. So Manjushri talked to Lama Tsongkhapa, okay, your disciple give this kind of practice, and it is more than benefit, right? Its main source comes from Manjushri, and then Lama Tsongkhapa, and then his disciple, right? Is in the 13th centuries. And but this text who composed, the main source comes from the Manjushri, Lama Tsongkhapa, his main disciple in the 14th centuries. And after, I think, 16th centuries, there are one master called Geshe until in 16th century, right? Until him, this practice, nothing write down on the paper, just oral transmission, right? It's oral transmission. It goes oral transmission. I choose to you, and you choose to your disciple. You choose to your disciple, like that. Just talk, not written. And Geshe also in the 16th century. Now he composed. He write down on the paper and then open the secret. Until him, it goes more secretly, teaching or goes secretly, and then he composed his own teachings and makes into verses. It's come there again. Geshe, okay? Yeah, that's the source, and he composed. Then what questions? Why we choose the Guru Yoga, what the source was composed. That's the only question, right? Before we start. Do you have any questions on that? I didn't see someone against them. I didn't see that against them. And he is also like a serious practitioner, not just scholar, right? He's highly missionary, serious practitioner. Yeah, also, yes, the lineage. The Vilupa has like a three main sutra college and three main tantra college. The tantra college here is Gyuta, Gyume, and Sekupa. That's called two. Gyuta, Gyume exists right now. That the Sekupa it exists in India. It's also in Tibet, but a very small group. Gyuta is a big group. It's in India. Gyume is in South India. It's very big. In also Tibet, the main one is in Tibet, right? So the Sekupa lineage, the Geshe, he's the main one of older that Seguida found. They have continuous lineage, right? Tsongkhapa and then so forth, and modern families and continuous. That they are the Seguidas lineage. They study in the Tantric college, which is called Seguida. So for them, this Gandalagama is very important and keep very well, keep practice very well, especially for them, the Gandalagama, right? Otherwise, we do have many Guru Yogas here, 6 section Guru Yoga, as we call in the Chakra. And sometimes we chanting here that Guru Puja, right? Guru Puja. That's the chanting here, right? Guru Puja. That's the one also Guru Yoga practice with the Gandalagama. And this is Gandalagama is also Guru Yoga practice with the Gandalagama. It's all the same, but different is the people who face this, the different lineage, like I said, right? Even in Gilupa, we have you can say that, have a different lineage. Yes, yes, is a former of that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. His 2 disciples is one we call Geshe, is with the youngest one, which is sit down in his left hand, and the Geshe is a little bit older, who sit down in his right. These both, like Geshe and Geshe, they both are, before they become a Gelupa, they are Saga. You know the Saga, right? They are Saga. These 2 are Saga. After they make Lama reintegrated to Lama uses that this knowledge, and they after that they become here. So that's his 2 main disciples. There's a lot of actually the just counting disciple we can it's lot, right? But we counting here is main disciple are even in the main disciple, these 2 is very special. Very good connection between Lama and also these 2 is very what's called takes great activities. Lama teachings, right? Something like that. Okay. And the older ones, like Geshe, is the second Gulupa lineage holder. And then Geshe is the third Gulupa holder. Lama Tsongkhapa is first holder, right? He's the founder. And then Geshe is the second, and Geshe is the third. And then fourth is their daughter, and something like that. And others. So far here, 102 we call Gandam Chiba. It continues to come that orders. Now it's 102 the orders within India. Okay, so yes, okay. I like to also share that this practice actually not only sutra. This practice both sutra and tantra. Special more according with the tantric practice. This Gandalagama, right? There are many imaging and so then. But today I'm not going to talk like a completely tantric. More mix. I like to talk because otherwise we need an initiation, high yoga initiation to talk completely tantric with this practice, right? So that's not allowed to talk without initiations. But you're not losing anything, okay? Don't worry. So the essentials. You will get an essential. Okay, that's the lecture before the. Okay, now we start the verse one by one. The Gandelakya the 8 verses, right? 8 verses. The first is invite. The first verse is invite, invitation. What do you call invite? Invitation, right? Yes, invocations. What do you mean? Invocations also same. Invocation, right? Then, okay. Yeah. So we invite Lama Tsongkhapa in his two disciples from Kushita. That's the verse. And other 7 are 7, each talk 7, right? But a little bit order is different. Now here, Lama Tsongkhapa we need to invite from Kushita. So where is the Kushita? Where is it? Where is the Kushita, right? It's say more this earth. It is north from this earth. The north side. So you can imagine that when you invite the Lama Tsongkhapa, look at yourself looking more on the north side. Okay? And the Kushita is not the pure land is not. Don't think that it's like not samsaric. Yeah, it is samsara, right? We sometimes counting three different realms, right? Desire realms, form realms, and formless realms. The Kushita is in the form realm, somewhere in the form realm. In the form realms, there are how many? 17 different planets there in the form realm. 7 different planets. Yeah, not just country. Yeah, it's not just country. Yeah, you can say country, not country. Let's say country, okay? Yeah, in this earth we have many different countries, right? The same as the homelands, as a 7 different countries. The Kushita is in the 17, in 17. How is it like a? It's like a. It's like the Kushita only material with a place, but it is in homeland. How is it? How is it exist like a? It's a. There's a town and monastery is little bit separate than town, right? It's like more quite solitary place, something like that. The 17 countries, it's here, but with the Kushita, the material with the thing, it is a little bit separate than the countries. Okay, something like that. But yeah, it's difficult to describe everything one by one. Text like describe very beautiful. We just imagine as much as we think it's beautiful. That's it, because we don't know. Yeah, text mention is not beautiful. Whatever that we think the Kushita, where the mathematical living staying, beautiful realms. You have to think, how is mathematical? You saw that, right? What is the best? Yeah, mathematical. This is right? He is not. Did you read the commentary of this Gandelakya, which Jamba posts on our calendar? Is there? Is there? Okay, in our calendar. This commentary written by Geshe. So Therefore, I'm not covering what talks there. I'm talking here what not talks there, right? So that's the Trishita place. You have to imagine, right? You think. And then Matthew Buddha is there and sit down and also think that he's not just sit down and lay down, right? He's just teaching. You have to imagine that he's teaching all this Krishitas, the beings who live in Krishitas, right? Most we call it goddess, gods. God not that God, right? The God is one kind of being, not just one. There are 1,000 countless gods, right? So, yeah, you have to imagine that Natya Buddha is there in Kushida, in his beautiful Ram's place, and he's in the middle, sit down in that realm, and he keeps teaching to the beings. And his right hand, the Adisha is there, his left hand, and the Tsongkhapa is there, right? That's the main two disciples and other lot of disciples there. And we have to imagine that teaching. And before you invite Lama Tsongkhapa to in you, before you invite Lama Tsongkhapa in this way, you have to think why you want to invite Lama Tsongkhapa in front of you, right? You need a lot of teaching. You need a lot of blessing, right? You need to accumulate merit strongly and greatly, right? So that's the purpose. But you have to feel in that, not just stay on the wall, right? Okay. One thing I forget to talk. Yes, we here teaching many different practices. People get confused, right? But here, not necessary to be like a, even you doing like a 6-session Guru Yoga, this is enough to you to Guru Yoga practice. If you don't have any kind of Guru Yoga practice, then I recommend it. Do this Guru Yoga practice. It's shorter, easier, and a lot of benefit. Okay? So, and this is not separate than your daily settlement practice. This is not separate than your Lama practice, right? This is not separate than your refuge practice. So this is not separate than your like a what called like all compassion, Vedishita, and every practice is not separate. You must need support to do this compassion practice. Support, need more power, support, blessing to do this compassion practice as well, right? That's we call accumulated merit. We call accumulated merit. Sometimes I'm sharing here, get more energy. Accumulated merit means think that the energy to body and mind. Then you can do more practice. You can more achieve things, right? So yeah, don't think this is really separated. If you do like a Yamantaka practice, and also some kind of here like a 7 practice, you can use for that Yamantaka practice. If you do some other practice, you do Lama practice, you are doing the mind training practice. These are not separate than mind training practice and Lama practice, or completely separate. Okay, so you don't think that is completely separate. But depend on how much we understand. If we understand, we can put there and there, like a we have a lot of puzzles here, right? We understand what we should put. So we can put there and there. We can put this way, we can put this way, doesn't matter, right? Every single word of Dharma is like a combined every essence of practice. Same with Dhargye practice also combine all essence of. Yeah, the words can be both different, right? But using the word term, that's maybe we use separately different. But the main essential practice is usually, right? Okay. So if you have question, you can put in your mind, write down, or you talk about it. Okay. So now here, and come back here. Invitations. Invite one someone to serve, or we need to imagine that Trishita place and Matthew Buddha in the middle, and the two sides, Adisha and Tsongkhapa. Beings are there listening teaching from Matthew. That's Matthew. Then you cannot go there in Trishita. You are here, right? But you see, they are so fortunate, lucky that they can receive teaching from Matthew Buddha. Right? Then you have to feel that I want it. And I need to accumulate my action. I need to love teaching. I need to love great blessing. Right? So that motivation makes strong. Then for this, then we invite Lama Tsongkhapa. We just invite Lama Tsongkhapa. Why are you coming? Right? You coming is you want some purpose, right? But you will not come, oh, please bless me, I need to be successful like my business, revenge, everything. Nothing, right? So, therefore, that's you should motivate. And then strongly, from your deeply heart, say, I really want, you want to continue. And then, once you think that, and you imagine, when you set up a motivation, when you think in this way, and after that you imagine that, oh, they know Lama Tsongkhapa and Matthew Buddha, they know what you want. And immediately it comes, right? So not all coming. Matthew Buddha is not coming. Matthew Buddha just stay there, and other beings just stay there. Only the Lama Tsongkhapa and two disciples comes. But it comes from his heart. Right? As you should imagine that. Comes from his heart. And you saw the picture, it's cloud, right? All around the cloud, and it comes. And then cloud is just continuous contact to the material, to the heart. It's not like a, when he comes, it's not separate from material, right? Still, it's contacting material. So the example is, we think sometimes the airplanes goes there like smoke comes, and when it go, this smoke is bigger and bigger and bigger, right? It's similar, right? Something like that. So we just touch to the material with the heart. It's like a tiny thing, and it comes because it's so far. Tiny is because it's so far. When it's so far, we can see tiny, right? So it actually is big, but we can see tiny. Therefore, you imagine that small. And it's when it comes close to you, it's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And just staying in front of you. That's really right. Yes. Yeah, I think before you invite, you have to make some kind of throne in front of you. So otherwise, where they stay, right? Where they sitting. So you build throne, if tantric practice, we say forms come from your heart. You just created 3 different forms, which is middle one is a little bigger, and 2 side is a little smaller and shorter. So you just imagine that you're offering from, right? From not just chair which we make it here, right? From we don't have it here. So do you ever see the throne which is held by the line, right? So 8 lines there. He's holding the throne. Something like that. Some reason and meaning that holding by the 8 lines. You just created some kind of, you offering, okay? You offer some kind of form. It's like this. You cannot imagine it. You just imagine beautiful one, like a vessel, chair, or whatever. So you offer it and invite. When you invite, so these 3 the gurus sitting in front of you, right? So why we invite in front of you, in front of us? Because here our next practice is accumulating merit with the ceremony practice. Once your practice is accumulating merit with some kind of deities or gods, guru always need to invite in front of you. And sometimes when we do like the Vajrasattva practice, the Vajrasattva just comes top of your counts, right? This is different. This is not really a cumulative merit. This is like more taking blessing. Once you need to take blessing, just blessing and purified, then that guru or deity is just in front of your crown, not in front of you. Invite in your crown, on your crown, right? And usually the guru deities, whatever you are, deities, gurus, always keep in your heart. These 3 different things here, right? Taking blessing, invite on your accounts, accumulating merit, invite in front of you, and daily keep in your heart. That's 3 things, right? Okay, so now here we invite in front of us because next we accumulating merit, right? So and then here look at the what the words say. Who you said it? Okay. He who speaks on the basis of seeing, this makes him know and teacher sin. Oh, what I'm reading. Okay. I'm reading dependent origination. Okay, here's from Tushita's 100 of God's protectors heart. From Tushita, telling you place where you are from, right? And the hundreds of gods telling you who beings in that place. And protector, it's telling you who's the main of this place. 3 things, right? 3 things telling you. Place, being, name. 100 is just not exactly 100. We don't think just exactly 100. The 100 gods means don't think 100. It's like giving you a number, many numbers. Like 1,000, 100. Like instead of saying many, it's 100. Okay? Just tell you place, being, who's the main one there, which is Kushida, the beings are there, and Matthew, right? Protector's heart. To tip of this fresh, pure white, dipped curd like cloud, it's just telling you the white cloud, white Code means here white color. Okay, so white color. Therefore, I'm the only this example. Yeah. Now this is white color. The cloud completely white and pure and clean. All of Tsongkhapa, that's one of Tsongkhapa's name. Dharma's nation's king. It's just use that thing to call Stephen name and nation's king. They come to this place with your disciple. Right? So once you say that, you imagine one by one, line by line. Okay? Then after you say pray comes to this place with your disciple. And after you pray that, before you pray that, as I said, you set up meditation, right? And after setting up meditations, you pray this and think. When you say same time you think, you imagine exactly as like a wall. And after that, it comes in front of you, sit on the which you offer the chair from, right? And then you feel that this will happily and small to you, right? It will be because if parent has two kids, one kid is very naughty, right? What is naughty? Naughty. And one day that kid is doing good. And how much parents get happy? Same as we are really naughty for them. And now here we are setting a very good motivation inside you doing that, right? Of course they will be happy. So then come from in for you and smile and happy. Okay? So that's then he also thinks he actively he accepts you as a disciple. Okay? So after invite, then what do you do like okay? So now here the first one is like okay. The first lines we just invited from Kushida. And the second lines you making the something from it, right? You say in space I had a line from the 8 line or 4, sometimes it's 4 lines, sometimes it's 8 line forms lotus and moon. And venerable gurus smile brightly with the delight. They say 100 of eons to spread doctrines as supreme merit fills the mind of path. Oh, this is we start like 7 impacts. The first one is like requesting long life, right? So in 7 impacts, requesting staying long life, right? So where is it in 7 when we talk 7 impacts? Usually 6, right? Now here comes first. So this is a special in this practice. Why we do this 7 in practice where we do the first requesting the long life? Because without becoming into life, without guru, without beauty, and how we can accumulate merit, which we want, we need to accumulate merit with the guru. Without guru, we cannot accumulate merit, we cannot practice well, right? So if he comes, we stay longer, that much we can do practice more and we can accumulate merit. It's like say if you are sick and you need a doctor until you recover, right? So you need to request a doctor until you recover. Okay. So invite Lama Tsongkhapa and request him that they stay longer with you, remaining eon and eon of life. Because I want to be more with you, because I want to be significant with you. If you stay alive, I can do all these things. how you are penetrated, right? Therefore, in seven impulses, first one comes like this still education, okay? And same imagine that it's staying sitting. So now the prostration, right? The incidental impulses. Here second, other king of prayer in this, the first one is prostration. So now here prostrations. So your wisdom mind see full range of knowable. Your elephant speech, what's a drone's? A drone's fortunate ears, right? Your beauty body, strength, glory, outstanding. Promise to you goes well to think of, hear, and see. So the prostration, what they was use the word. Actually, the prostration to body is mind. Usually we do how we prostration is body is mind. And here, mind is body. Leave it with the reverse, right? Other many practice, when we do prostration, we do prostration body, spirit, mind. Here reverse because here Lama Tsongkhapa is the one emanation of Manjushri. Okay, and even in this practice, you should think Lama Tsongkhapa is Manjushri, Lama Tsongkhapa is Vajrapani, Lama Tsongkhapa is our Lukipishya. Our Lukipishya, compassion to them. So it's three compound. So you should think in this practice. So therefore, Manjushri, once we ask the Manjushri give us blessing of power, he try to give us like a power, first power. It's special for wisdom, right? Wisdom gives power in the mind. Wisdom comes from the mind. Wisdom is the mind, right? So therefore, it's showing that he is especially for giving like ability or able to give like a wisdom. Therefore, it's a person in the mind. In say, what is it? Your wisdom mind is full range of knowable. That complement to Lama Tsongkhapa's mind. His mind is think that when you say it, how we do prostration? Prostration is like the body, his mind, three things, right? The body actually like a movement, body prostration. And then speech prostration is you complement, you place, is the prostration. And the mind prostration is you develop admire, trust to whatever duty you can do. That's the mind prostration. Okay? So from our side, we do three things. Like when you after you're sitting down on the cushion, you don't have to do like a body prostration. Before you sit down on the cushion, you do prostration and all three things, which you can do, right? So at that time, we do more like a briefing and commitment and develop the admire and trust to the guru. Okay? So here the commitment, your wisdom mind is full range of the noble, kind of saying omniscience, right? And your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Fortunate ears means here you can think fortunate ear. Every living ear is not fortunate ears, right? You think? Yeah. Here, ability to hear like more Dharma ear. And especially here, that's your fortunate ear is like a Mahayana practice. Stockholm, which you can hear the Mahayana practice teaching, Mahayana teaching, Dharma teaching. So that's the thing. When you say fortunate is to think that, okay, which can hear the Mahayana Dhamma practice, or Mahayana Dhamma teaching, okay? That's his speech. He talks on that. And your bodies, your beauty bodies can very often. And how much do you work well to think of hear and see, not just hear, it works well when you see, it works well when you hear, it works well when you think. Do you understand what the work well means? What? Demba. What thing? Demba? Work well means meaningful, right? So yeah, when you see Lama Tsongkhapa's, when you see Lama Tsongkhapa, it's meaningful. Work well, right? When you hear the Lama Tsongkhapa speech, it's meaningful. When you remember, when you think Lama Tsongkhapa already, it means you have admire and devotee in your heart. This is meaningful. So why is meaningful, right? So you think that. So now here, next, after prostration, then we offering, right? Okay. So pleasant offering of water. Water here just say water, right? And in text say chi is like a water which can clean mouth like this, right? It doesn't matter. You can offer water which can use for clean mouth, which can use like a clean body, that every water, drinking in every water, right? So pleasant offering of water, various flower, fragrance, incense, light, perfume, and so on. Song, here you can add now. Often it's most imagine, right? You don't have to keep like this. It's okay, no problem. So the ocean of offering. The ocean of offering means you don't think offering is so small and like a minute. So offering is huge. And many different flower, incense, whatever you think good, it's just can eat more, right? Yeah, but I don't think you can offer meat. I think, so it is more beautiful things, okay? Sorry. So ocean of offerings, think that, and sit out and envision it, right? Offer up to you supreme field of knowledge. So at that time, you follow the words, and same time you imagine more than what it says here, right? You imagine all these things: flower, incense, water, everything what it says, but you can add more on that. So offering, which is offering to whom? Lama Tsongkhapa and to disable with information. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Go when we talk like a certain topics. Prostration, offering, you like create it. You multiply your body, your spirit, your mind, and then prostrate, offering. So just you look back to the when you talk certain topics, okay? Then apply to here. During the offering, yes, Fernando. So, yeah, that's a good question. So, this time you should follow that line. but it's not mentioned that 12 mantra, right? But you can take section one by one. Sometimes the master are saying, you don't have to be hurry. You don't have to be complete with all words. Even in one verses, you emphasize again and again and again. It's okay. Same, you can emphasize the offering. At that time, you can add that. But you just want to finish this one by one, then there are no mention. It's okay, right? You can just kill. Okay. So now here, prostration, offering, then purification, right? In purification, what in time of we're also saying non-virtues committed with the body, speech, and mind, which I have kept of since beginning last time, especially what has contradicted, right? The vow, each I confess from my heart with strong regret. Okay, so here a little bit says different. Prostration of the perfection is here says whatever non-virtue of body, speech, and mind, and especially actions opposite to the evils that I have created from beginning this time. From the bottom of my heart, I regret and fervently confess them all individually. It says individually. Yeah, that word I needed here, individually. Okay. One by one, I see. Okay, each I confess from my heart with the strong regret. Yeah, I'm not talking all these things because we're talking giving power in the same practice, right? You go back, think, for power and everything, and bring it here as much as you can, right? Now, experience here, I'd say, okay. Each I confess means here. Sometimes we have a commitment, and sometimes we have a vow, and even we don't have a commitment and vow, but we still be creating with the 10 languages, so forth, right? So the vows, it's like each, like individually, this is the vows you take from your guru and with the monks. You should give you some go to your vows and something wrong, you should compare to them infinitely. Guru and the monks, or not necessarily to a monk, but infinite monks, right? And like say, tantric practice their commitment. You like a vows, 3 vows, right? Pratimoksha vows and Bodhisattva vows and tantric vows. Pratimoksha vows we need to have in front of monks because text from in and Bodhisattva vows you can just with all the Bodhisattvas because it's text from them. And then tantric vows you may converse with the Guru and radius is text from them, right? And usually even who don't have a vows and income vows with commitment, but they carry a lot of negative, as we all. The Convention Act, that's the SPN when we talk about certain practice, right? Now here we take the purification into our. So after that, you can do Vajrasattva practice at that time. So stop here and then change in Vajrasattva, Lama Tsongkhapa into disciple, change to the Vajrasattva and purify. That's what you can do. So you don't have a initiation, don't do, just do it with the Lama Tsongkhapa, right? Sometimes you can take time on that between these things, between we start the next one. Compassion, when you, okay, each feminine practice. After that, you need to feel that, things can, like example, offering. After offering, Lama Tsongkhapa into disciple, after your prostration, they are very happy. So you feel that, okay? After you, whatever you do practice, you feel that you are very happy. Okay? Same here, perfections. You recite the words, remember all negative things what you created, and negative things, the broken vows and everything, you remember it, and you strongly with the regret, right? Purification. And when you do purification, it's like a kind of like a light rays comes from heart and to the other heart stream, and once it comes near to you, it goes together and it's touch your crown and like keep necklace coming from their heart, and then you sing in your body inside and makes pure, right? Push all negative things as black color. Push it, and then you feel that you completely purified negative things created by body system. Okay? You can take time this. If you don't have a time, you just compassion strongly with regret. Okay? This is as like an antidote, yes. You can think antidote, yes, yes. Now next is what is it? Rejoicing, right? Okay. In time of stress, you stop to learn and practice. What's it? Strife. In time of strife. Is that it? Okay. Strife, you stop to the learn and practice. Actually, degenerations. Degenerations. The time of degenerations. Right? What here says, that in the time of the 5 degenerations, you stop your for many listening and realizations. Understand? 5 degenerations? Yes. Yeah. At the time of 5 degenerations, right? And what is shine? It shunned 8 maintained concern. Make life essential. You know 8 maintained concern, right? You know the 5 time of degeneration. Okay. So, O protector from deep of our hearts, rejoice in your powerful greatness. Rejoice to what? His quality. Right? What is his quality? Each line is taught. Right? Even in the degeneration, working very hard to practice continuously and realization. That's the difficult thing, but we do. I rejoice for that. Right? And you make your the human life meaningful, right? by the abandoning 8, 9, 10 constraints. Right? Yeah, we still with too much things. That's one thing that I enjoy, right? And any kind of your activities, which is exploration in this earth, which is help the others, enjoy this. So it's telling that remember it's like a lot of people's quality, right? But it's same teaching to us how should we do it, right? Even in degeneration, you don't say it is degeneration. I think you have to be more devoted or more concerned on the practice, losing practice or not having practice, right? So even in degeneration, sometimes people say, "Oh, degeneration, we do nothing." That's it. So that's the wrong thought. So even in degeneration, we can do something because we did. In degeneration, we did like a real practice and realizations. So therefore, it shows us even many possibilities in ability. So in degeneration, we keep the practice. Don't say, I don't have time. Time is short. Right? So many things, right? And and try whatever, even in your daily life, try to not your any activities and your thought not associated with the 8 mental constraints. Then your activities become more pure. If your activities goes with the 8 mental constraints, your activity, even in good activities like your prostration, it's become unpure because of motivation, right? So that's very important. This not come together is serious Dharma practitioner and add all the mental constraints. That's not together. Okay? But it's possibility that Dharma and together sometimes, but not seriously. Who wants to achieve liberation? Then you have to be abandoned that will be mental constraints. Mental constraints. You have to be abandoned. If your aim is achieving liberation, if your aim is just being a nice person, your aim is just like a future life, rebirth and higher, then this is not destructive. You can do this. So liberation, omniscience, Buddhahood, no way. So you must have to be abandoned this mental constraints. Okay? That's the rejoicing things. Okay, I have to finish soon. What is the next one? It's now we finished requesting that it's going on, right? Now requesting teaching, isn't it? Yeah. Venerable Guru from the Lord and Wisdom, how densely, right? Densely means in your Dharma class, pay most awareness of rest performed on and feel the disciple just as needed. This word we use sometimes mandala offering. Sashi Peke, we said it, right? After Sashi Peke, we use this word when we refer to teaching. So here it's saying here the sky, cloud, raining comes to the earth. 4 things here, right? Sky, cloud, rain, and earth makes wet, which can grow something. So which is sky? It's Dharmakaya. Dharmakaya is Buddha's natural mind, natural body. Natural body means Buddha's mind. Okay? So this is like a sky. And what is the cloud? This Buddha's emanations. His mind's not thought. His emanations comes to us and shows his body and thoughts. Right? His emanation is also thought. And what the rain is teachings. And what the earth is our mind. teach to our minds, makes our mind more wet, which is dry by the mental affections, and wet and pure like that, remove the mental affections. So that's the question. Yeah, I need to receive teaching for my mind to make more wet and remove mental affections, right? So exactly you do that. Whenever you request teaching, Dharma teaching to someone, your mind should be feeding. As I'm keep telling you, keep emphasizing you, when you study Dharma, you don't motivate that I need to become teacher, I need to write guru, I need to talk to people. When people ask me, I don't have an answer, I have to be answering, therefore I'm learning. It's all wrong motivations. Wrong motivations. You don't have to think that, but it will become no problem. When you're learning with a good motivation, and people ask, you have an answer, no problem, right? But you don't have to think separately. But mainly here, whatever you are learning, studying, receive teaching, how can it help me? How can it reduce my mental affections? How it can eliminate my mental affections? How it changed to me? That's the main thing. Okay, these medicines, we same, right? If you have a lot, you say lot of medicines, then you're reading all the prescription which is good for you, one by one. At that time, how you thinking? Which thing is help to me reduce that sickness, illness, right? Therefore, you keep looking all bottles and prescriptions, reading these things. At that time, your motivation is not changed. Motivation is still that you need to think. As like this. Dharma, when you receive teaching, you can tell yourself, think which can fix my mental affections, which can change my mind, or change you, right? That's the main point. We all need to be thinking that, okay? So now here, what's this? This is a dedication, right? Okay. May whatever, what's it? Whatever, right? How is it then? Whatever. I need to learn it. May whatever? Don't say? Okay, may whatever virtues that I have here gathered, right? Bring benefit to all beings and doctrines, and may it make renewable of Tsongkhapa essential teachings especially shine forever. So here, your all virtues in merit are dedicating that the Tsongkhapa's teaching doctrines stay longer, is flourish, is shown everywhere. It's more dedicated for Dharma. We have three main things to dedicate, right? One is dedicating for like achieve Buddhahood for sake of all beings. One is dedicated for like the doctrines and Dharma, which is boosting, which is helping people is staying longer. And the third one is to be dedicated for our teacher or gurus staying longer, right? Okay. So that's our finish. And the next Tuesday, I will tell you some different meditations which you can ability to develop wisdom with this practice. Okay? And one thing I will tell you here, Lama Tsongkhapa and two disciples, only 3 persons is like a showing there. 3 persons you can see, right? But this is not just 3 persons. You have to think these 3 is all combining Buddha and Bodhisattva. All, you know, sometimes Lamrim, they have a merit too, right? It's so many complicated. A lot of deities, a lot of Buddha and Bodhisattva. The 3 lineage, like that the male field is huge. That huge male field you can make small as like a field. How it makes all other deities, Buddha and Bodhisattvas are contained in this field. This is not just critical. Okay? And especially in middle Lama Tsongkhapa, form is Lama Tsongkhapa, main nature is your guru and teachers. Your guru and teachers. Lobsang Dhargye is here. He is the founder of our lineage. This and your guru and Nambye. Nambye? One, there one. One. No, main, the middle one is Lama Tsongkhapa, right? Lobsang Dhargye. Yeah, you have to see his form as like what described as head, but his nature is all Buddha and Bodhisattvas there, and also his nature is your guru. Your guru comes in front of you as like a Lama Tsongkhapa's form. So I'm pretty sad. And if I make more complicated, sometimes the Lama Tsongkhapa is Manjushri, and the older disciple is our Geshe, and the younger disciple is Wajapani, and this case here. So let's forget it. Don't have to do that. Okay? So you think this tree is not just tree, it's like a companion all the time with especially with teachers. Okay? So that's it, right? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Tsongkhapa and Lobsang Dhargye is same. Mm-hmm. Deity is same. Yeah. Manjushri and Avalokitesha, Apo Vajrapani, is deities, yeah. Tsongkhapa, Tsongkhapa, Dhargye, yeah. Lobsang Dhargye. Yeah. Lobsang Dhargye, yeah. Lobsang Dhargye. Yeah. Yeah. His actual name is Lobsang Dhargye, but we call him sometimes Tsongkhapa, sometimes Lama Tsongkhapa, right? Tsongkhapa is his village name where he born. Right? We say Westerner, Tibetan, Indian, so Tsongkhapa. So Tsongkhapa is the village that he born, and then he comes from there, person Tsongkhapa. Pa is like kind of person. And the actual name is Lobsang Dhargye. Sometimes we add in Lama Tsongkhapa because it's our Lama Tsongkhapa. Okay? Good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tsongkhapa, you can think essentially is Rinpoche, but the form Rinpoche comes in front of you as like a Lama Tsongkhapa form. Rinpoche is not separate than Lama Tsongkhapa, not different than Lama Tsongkhapa. He is Lama Tsongkhapa always. Your mind first just directly see Lama Tsongkhapa and think it is Rinpoche, which you are teaching, right? Yeah, that's actually the story. The Marpa, Nalaripa's teacher, Marpa, his story. He went to India and his teacher, Naropa. Yeah, Naropa asked him, because here, Chakasambhava, he emanated one Chakasambhava. Here in front of him, and Naropa asked him, you know more. And asked by Naropa, he prostration for whom? Then Marpa, he's not greedy or grasping to see Chakasambhava. Not that. But what he thinks is, okay, Lama, I can always see. I can do prostration next time. But the Chakasambhava, I see only today. I should do first this. That's the only one time I can visit me, right? Visit me. That's what he thought. But after he processed that, then Naropa himself, generate as like a Chakasambhava, and told him, your motivation is not wrong, or your learning, educated, goes wrong, because your mind thinking Lama and this is suffer. But here, I'm here. So, yeah, that's yeah, we should think here. I don't know. Very difficult to talks on purification, emphasizing because your culture, you are influenced by what so many different things here, and I like to recommend you look in the senior practitioners. They are on their story. How much they, right? Yeah. So for me, the Lama comes here, the Geshe comes here, same. How much we did for the Lama, that much, same. Even Rinpoche is not kind, because Dalai Lama, my guru, my teacher, but I cannot see him often. I cannot ask him often. I cannot receive teaching from him often, right? From Rinpoche, always, every minute. Most of my educations come from Rinpoche. It's more kindness. For me, same. But here, you say, okay, tomorrow Dalai Lama is coming. Who's coming? Maybe everybody running here. But tomorrow Rinpoche is coming.